What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It is Thursday afternoon, which means it is time for the 6-man convo live. Hey, man. K Styles here. And to your screen left, you know him as the Senator, Bad Mike Sports.
Want to just leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Stop it. Just stop dogging me around.
Oh man, that might that might right there. That might be something that we need to incorporate on a later show too. All right.
That does sound like a perfect song for
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about that.
Exactly. But you know how it is, man. We're gonna kick this off the right way. We're gonna go ahead and get the what, Mike?
It's the real call.
All right, in today's roll call, we got Silk Legacy, we got Mr. Jam, aka Falcons Logistics. Make sure you go ahead and support my boy with that one.
Yeah.
We got DD86, Terry Lloyd, D Sloan, Prove It, Sports Talk, Diamond, Leo, Ezekiel King, Eric Matt. This crazy motherfucker. Quest is in the building, y'all.
Crazy bastard.
we got D Coleman and we got Sonya in the building. Now, Uncle Lou, what's going on, man?
Ooh.
What's happening? Now, oh man, it has been one hell of a week so far. It's been one hell of a week.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like the chaos continues. Today's show is all My Atlanta Falcons, the drama. And that's about it, man, because there's a lot to unpack here. But before we get right into it, man, Mike, how you doing this evening?
I'm actually pretty good. Pretty freaking good.
Lucky you, I feel like shit.
Oh gosh. You know what? You just put a visual in my head, and I'm gonna just leave it.
That weather change finally got me. I thought I was gonna get away with it. Now that shit got me. Oh man, but we'll be all right. Like I said. I play probable around here. There's no day-to-day shit over here unless it's something serious.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody said he had the pink eye and got sent home.
Oh wow.
Hey man, make sure you get better on that, man.
Yeah.
I've been down that road. That's the reason why I stopped wearing contacts.
You know what? I forgot about that, Kim. I remember you had that little incident with your eye.
Yeah, I had. Whatchamacallit. And my contact, and that was back then when we had that pollen storm run through here.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was that big ass pollen storm now down here by my job, boy. Man, that shit got all in my eye. Yeah, because I think I did a show. I think I did that whole week show with an eye patch on.
Yeah.
Nobody really read the eye patch. The shit said "ouch" on it.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Try doing a bunch of things with an eye band-aid on it. With the eye patch or the eye band-aid because I couldn't find the eye patch to go around my damn head.
What?
But let's go and get right into this, man. Yeah, D. Coleman said he had got a shallow zone once. That's a sty inside the eyelid. Never wore contacts again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause that's what to be very like you said. And I have been wearing contacts for years, but when that damn pollen storm hit Georgia, well, it really didn't hit Georgia. It hit my job for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bro,
only
I
thing,
am live. Why are you talking to me? Why are you
the
talking to me
only,
while I'm live?
the only thing I remember was getting home and my eye was bloodshot red.
Get back in there, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm so sorry.
that eye band-aid was mud. But let's get right into it, man. Like I said, hopefully everybody's doing good. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to 6MK Live. You can get me on X at just 6MK, IG 6MK Live, Cash App 6Man K Style. See, all right, man. Let's go ahead and get into the tomfoolery that's been going on, man. So, Mike, how are you really feeling about all this whole week? Because it just seems like it's just back and forth, new news here, new news here. It's just nothing but a giant heaping bowl of chaos. How do you feeling about this thing, man?
My honest opinion is don't trust the media. The media is out to tell a whole bunch of lies right now and save their own ass.
Mm,
That's honestly how I feel.
mm, mm.
That's honestly how I feel. I,
Okay,
I,
well,
I don't trust. I don't trust any of these media guys because I know.
um, shit, we already see when I had the contacts, I ain't had no color contacts. I was trying to be cute anyway. Nah, for real. At that time, I was tired of breaking glasses, so I tried something new. Yeah, it was cool until I move around too much and my contacts start falling out my damn eyes.
What?
Man, Mike, we already got a question here. Ezekiel King said, if Matt LaFleur gets fired from Green Bay, do you think do you think it would be a good idea to get him
Yes, I do.
as a quarterback developer?
Yes, of
Yes.
course. Yes, absolutely.
Um,
This
yeah,
team is built around him.
I would do it. But yeah, cause like you said, and he would come with he comes with experience because he has a history of something.
Yes.
That's like my key thing. He has a history with something.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, you looking at the situation with Jordan Love and the development of Jordan Love and being around Aaron Rodgers and stuff. So it's he used to develop some stuff, so he'll be a lot more quarterback friendly. Because right now, it ain't sounding so quarterback friendly here in Atlanta here recently. Night Westbrook, what's going on, man?
Yes, what's going on, bro?
Um, Cole said Mike Johnson was the only one on 92.9 keeping it 100 today across all the shows. The question was asked to Penix very clearly.
Yeah, and they lying. Every last one of them are saving their own ass because they trying to keep their they're trying not to piss off the media so they can keep their um press conference for press conference passes. Let's keep it real. That's what it's all is. So we got all these guys sitting up here lying.
Mm.
That's a bunch of lies. That man answered that question very clearly. There wasn't no confusion in what he said.
And Mike, what was that question he had asked?
Um, Eric asked, "Do you have anybody, whether it's coaches or your former coaches here, or the people in general that you can go to for physical and mental support?" And he reiterated and clarified. He asked to clarify a question. He said verbatim, "You mean as far as uh inside? You mean in here?" And he said no. And then the thing is that went along with that, Jesse Bates said maybe I need to talk to him a little bit more. Jesse Bates said that. And then we got all these reporters who have these press passes. All of them said, "Well, that's not what he's. That's not what he. That's not what." I was like, "That's It don't matter how you interpret it. Mike said what he said. So you're not Michael Penix. Mike said what he said. How you interpret it versus how Mike answered the question, what he meant by that is completely different. I don't fucking care about what everybody else saying. I give a damn about what Mike is saying. I want to know, K Styles, if somebody asks you a question like that, if you were a reporter, Kill, and somebody asked you were to ask a quarterback verbatim, all right. So if you were to if you were to ask a question, and if you had support and somebody answered in the way that Michael Penix, how would you honestly, how would you take that? How would you take his answer? Do I need to play that clip again?
I mean, you could play the clip, but like I said, I wouldn't feel no type of way about it because the thing is, when we're looking at the situation that's going on with this team is it's in a chaotic scramble right now because expectations is not being met. Um, certain players ain't living up to what they need to be living up to.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Michael Penix is not putting up the quote unquote numbers everybody thought he would have around this time of the year. Um, and like I said, man, we 3-6. And the compound on the 3-6, um, it's just that with Raheem Morris, the biggest issue that I be having with him is these press conferences where he be saying some dumb shit. And it just be like, okay, you didn't have to put that out there. I mean, I know you want to be transparent, but you know how this media is. I mean, of course he knows how this media is because this media loves him. But as far as Michael Penix, I would appreciate the honesty.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I won't do is sitting around here trying to make money off of it
Mm-hmm.
because because like you said, if you listen, if you listen to how he's talking right now, and he said something real key too, because he said he's not playing up to his standards of a franchise quarterback right now. So he's pretty hard on himself.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, now that you got like the new narrative now is questioning whether Michael Penix can even play quarterback in the NFL.
Yes.
And he's hearing that. Now, like you said, this is a trial in time for him. This is a trial in time for this team. Because we're looking at the Atlanta Falcons right now at 3-6. Like I said before, your margin of error is over. If you want to talk about playoffs, y'all pretty much have to run the table from here on out. I land on that.
That's kind of interesting that you say that because the the question I have is like, all right, so what do you personally believe that the reason why he's so down on himself is it just simply that he's not playing well, or it's a mixture of both? Because I kind of see it as a mixture
It's
of
it's a
both,
mi-
to be
it, it,
honest.
it's a mixture of both. Like you said, when you a competitor like that, you want to be the best. You want to do the best.
Mm-hmm.
And you his like you said, some of his issues is he tries to be too perfect. And
Yeah,
I'm just talking about just on him. We ain't even
yeah,
got to we ain't even got to the stupid is and stupid does part of this conversation.
yeah.
But you could tell he tries too hard to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, that's where a lot of the mistakes and stuff come from. But like you said, man, he hasn't played a full NFL season worth of games yet.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have to get out of this. No, like I said, he's not going to be. He like I said, everybody's not going to be Matt Ryan,
Mm.
11-5 in a rookie year.
Yep.
Ain't nobody gonna be Cam Newton. He damn near won the MVP as a rookie. But I think where the media is coming with this shit is it's everybody just frustrated. Everybody's frustrated to see a team that got a lot of potential look like absolute dog crap. The defense looks good, except for at times when except for the last couple weeks when they gave up game winning drives. But as far as the overall package of the defense, the overall package of the defense has been very good this year. It's the offensive side of the ball that just it just looks like a train wreck, and it looks like a train wreck because it looks like I'm trying to use the word for it. It's like a clash between ideologies. It's like, do we want to be this or do we want to be that? Because you have to remember
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we got to remember this team was built on a power run game.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you have the type of receivers you got. This is why you got the offense line. This is why you got two running backs because that's what this team was built on. Raheem Morris and Zach, you got to remember Zach Robinson. Like you said, they both came over from Sean McVay. Sean McVay runs a wide open spread system. And like you said, it's clashing between two ideas because you can't say in one post game thing that Bijan Robinson is the best player in football, but then turn around in this past press conference and talk about Tyler Algier is the least talked about star on this team, but we're
Yeah.
not consistently feeding them the ball every game.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of people got a problem with.
It's a class. It's literally a clash of ideology. So I actually had a question earlier today for
Mm-hmm.
everybody, um, because I was thinking about that very question,
Mm.
and the thing that I'm seeing is like you have a young quarterback, and I think everybody understand that a young quarterback. The thing is, people understand that a young quarterback is going to make mistakes. But the thing is, we got so many people, and I'm talking about you same people that's in this chat right now. You look at yourself and be real with yourself. Put some red and black in the chat. If you're gonna be honest, okay? Don't even fucking leave anything if you're not going to be honest. But let's be honest with this conversation. Are you willing, be honest, are you willing to be patient with Michael Penix and his rookie and him being a young quarterback? Because what we're seeing right now is exactly that. I keep bringing up over and over again. Drew Brees struggled with an arm injury, a shoulder injury. His first 2 years, his arm was shot. He had to go have surgery with his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was bad. Like he didn't know if he was going to play football again because of his shoulder was so messed up, and he struggled. Peyton Manning threw 28, and he had almost like 30 plus turnovers in the season. So my thing is, are you guys going to be are you willing to be patient, or do you want to win now? Because of a lot of these opinions that I'm seeing, Kev, do you think a lot of Falcons fans, they want to be patient or they want it now?
I'll be honest with you. I think a lot of them really don't know. I think they're more concerned about it being now than being patient. I mean, let's be honest. Like you said, you got everybody talking about they selling their tickets, and I refuse to go and watch another game until such and such happened. And this, like I said, and I think it was Emerald Knight said it here. Matt
Mm-hmm.
Ryan spoiled this franchise for the fact that he was an instant. He came in with an instant winning record. And then you also have to look at other guys like C.J. Stroud and Jay Daniels, who both made playoff appearances. These are some of the recent quarterbacks that made playoff appearances too. And
Mm-hmm.
the barometer for a lot of people that's watching that are fans are looking at those guys and say, okay, Penix needs to be right here. Because
Mm-hmm.
I can't be saying, okay, this dude is 10 games in, he's not good. Let's find another quarterback.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you ain't got no first round pick to get another quarterback in this draft anyway.
So patient, you don't have a choice but to be patient.
You ain't got a fucking choice.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I think where the issue is, I think people are starting to realize, and there's and remember, Mike, remember what I said. The temperature in the space around this team has changed drastically.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say it's changed drastically is because now a lot of people are starting to look at these small little things. Oh, what Raheem Morris says, and they look at these small little things that Zach Robinson does. They're looking at the sideline interactions. They're getting a little bit more detailed and looking at stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which we've been doing the whole time. But I don't want to keep my
Yeah.
home. But
Yes.
and if people are looking at it and saying the shit ain't adding up, it all started with Yo Koo.
That's interesting to how they even saying that, to be honest.
It started with Yo Koo. And speaking of that, yeah, it started with Young Way Cool.
So
Well, before you say that, let's just get to mention also too. He came out and said that Darnell Mooney came in the training camp with a broken collarbone when they said
yeah.
it was a damn shoulder injury,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't get this
We got a
memo
we got a
until he
vague
got called out
answer.
for playing bad.
Mm-hmm. He gave a vague injury report.
Mm-hmm. Right. Shout out Desmond, Andrew G, Workflow Dre, Ski, Jerome Southside, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. The thing is, it started, like I said, it started with Young Wei Koo. Missed the field goal. Guess what happened? We bring in a new kicker. We have a new kicker, and we cut Young Wei Koo. Kicker gets 5 field goals. And then the Carolina game come around, he missed two. He missed 2 field goals that game.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't trust the kicker after that.
So, so, ooh. So the question I got now, Kev, is if all right. So we got the kicker. We got obviously. Do you think the kicker him mishandling the kicker was that one of those situations where it kind of opened people's eyes? What's the right word for it? It's like um
Did
where
it get
people
people get people to realize
to
that he's
realize,
full of shit?
yeah, that he full of shit because he keep like he always says we believe, we believe, we believe in him, we believe in him. But when you actually see how he's handled or mishandled this kicker situation, do you think people will say, all right, yeah, this dude's full of crap? Because
Yeah, because because you have to look at it. You had to look at it from that point. You brought in a new kicker. The kicker missed 2 field goals. You stopped kicking. You stopped kicking field goals outside of 35 yards.
mhm.
So you didn't trust Parker Romo after that Carolina game. And then you go to the Patriots game and he missed the extra point. Now you bringing in Zane Gonzalez.
Mhm.
But you got a kicker on your practice squad at Lady Craig. Why the fuck are we bringing outside sources when we have sources inside? We have a kicker that's already familiarized with everything.
So, Kev, I got another question for you because that brings up too because it's my personal belief that there's an inner uh inside. Well, I think there's something inside. There's an inside type of
A power
a
struggle.
power struggle
It
because
is.
if that was the case, because you know who the guy who's the general manager who's in charge of bringing in free agents and whatnot. So you think that he's purposely going out his way to kind of put smut or kind of
Mm,
put smut on Terry Fontenot because
mm,
Terry Fontenot is the guy that's going out and getting these guys. He's the guy. He's the guy that go out and try to find these guys. And then you got on one hand, he's signing a bunch of guys. Terry's bringing a whole bunch of guys, and then Raheem, he never liked those guys. He never put these guys in position. And then the guy that Terry Fontenot has, who at the future, they don't use him. So
mm-hmm.
you think he's purposely doing these things? Is it possible that he's purposely
It's a
trying to
possibility.
divide?
It's a possibility that we're just looking at. We're looking at Rich McKay. We're looking at Raheem Morris. We're looking at Zach Robinson. They look like they're trying to force Terry Fontenot up out of here.
Hmm. Oh wow.
And the beneficiary of that would be Kyle Smith, who has a relationship with Raheem Morris back in the
Yeah.
Washington days.
Yep.
Dre here had a question. He said, "Do you guys think Penix is starting over Kirk because he's flat out better, or because of what happened last year?"
Both.
Yeah, I think it's
I
more
think it's
so. I
both.
think it's more so what happened last year
Hmm.
because like I said, once again we have to look at it from the standpoint. This team had expectations of going to the playoffs from day one, which was one of them goofy ass comments that Raheem Morris said it at the very first one, where he talking about we just one quarterback away, we wouldn't be here without them messing up the quarterback situation. Outrun the South. So you've already set the expectation for the fans that, okay, you got what it takes to lead us to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, you won one more game than the previous regime. But started off 6-3 with a chance to win the division by week 11. Because you basically did what you doing with Darnell Mooney right now.
Yep. And it's hard to ignore that. It's hard to ignore that. Like, all of a sudden when things go wrong, he go back to the typical. Like I said, he's not being transparent. He's not being honest about these injuries for
Mm-hmm.
5 weeks straight. He said that Kirk Cousins was healthy. He was healthy, and then come to find out, and after the season, Kirk Cousins, he gets on a I don't know if it was a podcast, but they did an interview or something, and he
Oh, that
come
was
out
good morning.
like,
That was Good Morning Football America.
it was good man football. Okay, and he went on there, and then ended up saying that he was dealing with a shoulder and he was dealing with an elbow and a shoulder injury.
Yep.
So is it possible that this is just Raheem way of just trying to find a way to trying to get an exit or create an exit
I think he trying to
plan?
get. I'll be honest with you. I think he trying to get himself fired. That's my personal opinion. I think he trying to get himself fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you're not meeting up expectations. He's trying to find a way out. Because, like you said, this Kirk Cousins, and like you said, this Kirk Cousins thing, like I said, this Kirk Cousins contract has had delayed consequences. And we're actually getting to the consequence. We're seeing the consequence right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you ramped up the expectations even more for bringing in a guy like that. But going back to the previous thing, what you were saying is, let's go. Okay, so after the Young Way Cool thing, what's the very next thing that happened? Ike Hilliard.
Yeah, the Ike Hilliard. Yeah.
The Ike Hilliard situation. Where they said they fired him because of the production of the wide receiver room to promote TJ Yates, who was the quote unquote quarterback coach, to the wide receiver room. This was the same mistake Arthur Smith made in 2023.
Wow. I just thought about something, kid.
What's up?
So what is TJ Yates? See, he didn't bring TJ Yates in. That's the crazy part about it. So you think this TJ Yates promotion to replace Ike Hilliard was a way to kind of shut the organization up? Because because he didn't bring TJ Yates is not a he's not a he's not a yeah, he's not a Raheem guy.
Yeah, I know.
The Falcons hired him. The Falcons brought him in.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't him. So you think this is a way to kind of create a diversion, so to speak, to get the attention off of him? Or at least try?
I'll be honest with you, I really have no clue about that. If I take a guess, I would say no. I just think he just made another dumb decision. But yeah, like you said, promoting TJ Yates to the very wide receiver role because of the production issue played out pretty well because the wide receiver core looks worse
Mm-hmm.
than it did when Ike Hilliard was here
Because this guy has no prior history at wide
as a
receiver
wide
coach
receiver coach. The only time he was a wide receivers coach was here in Atlanta.
in Atlanta. Yeah.
And then,
Ironically, that was 2022.
mhm. And then, what's the next thing that happened? Rufus Boy.
Yeah.
Now, think about this, y'all. All this shit literally it went on the first quarter of the season. It's the first quarter of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Rufus Boy. For those that's new to the channel, we talk about Ray McLeod. Now now there's personal issues with Raheem Morris and Ray McLeod. And it was very interesting at that point because even getting back to the Ike Hill thing, we still haven't gotten a real explanation why, because you can't say it's performance based because the wide receiver court looks like shit.
It's absolute horse crap.
Auntie Pam, what's going on? Shout,
Hey.
shout out to the Lady Birds. Yeah, Alberto. Yeah, we heard the Matt LaFleur rumor. Yeah, we kind of talked about it earlier too. So, if you want to recap it, probably about 10 minutes earlier, we kind of spoke on that. Um, Desmond here said Cousins came in day one as a problem. How do you get in trouble? The first interview ever for a team. I knew we was in for it at that point. And Southside brought up a good point. The last time Yates was our wide receiver coach, we literally had one of our worst wide receiver seasons. But yeah, move him back. Mm, that is it. That is interesting.
You know what? Hold on. Let me look at something.
And then now, fast forward to this week alone, we finding out that Darnell Mooney and Michael Penix cannot get the connection going right. We finding out Darnell Mooney came into the calendar year with a broken collarbone, which miraculously we just found out about it. We got Michael Penix, he's up here talking about he feels alone and he ain't got nobody with him. It's like it's 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 just bad. It's absolutely horrible. And that's the biggest problem. And like I said, that is the issue. If you look at the culture of the Falcons right now, it is an absolute shit show. And the play and looking at and if I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to go back and look at a lot of these interviews from the players and pay attention to body language. Body language will tell you everything you need to know, even though they ain't say it. There's some concerns there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
What you got?
So something interesting that I'm seeing now. Well, TJ Yates doesn't have a tie to Kubiak. Which is interesting to me because Hmm.
But you had to remember the closest tie TJ Yates has to this team was he was a third string quarterback down here.
Mm-hmm. He's a third string quarterback.
So
But
he's
Bill
been in this
O'Brien,
organization before.
think about this though. Bill O'Brien has a tie to a guy that we almost had as our head coach, Bill Belichick.
Hmm. I mean, it's like you said, that like you said,
So,
it's just
so
like you said, the energy on this team is off right now. Mainly because they're losing, but it's something else. I don't know what it is, but it's something else. Because if we're constantly doing the same fuck ups every game, we literally sat here and lost four in a row the same exact way.
mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at it like I'm
It's the
just
same
looking at
thing.
right.
It's almost like he's not trying to fix things. It's like it's almost like a social experiment.
Mm,
It's like you just throwing it out there. It's like, look, everybody know how they feel about COVID, but it just seems like it's just a social experiment with this Atlanta because these guys are not they're not trying to do anything. They're going back to the same formations. And the thing is, people like, oh, the Falcons need to stop running the pistol. I was like, the pistol ain't the issue. It's the you're failing to mix different formations with it. Every defense is designed to stop a certain formation. If you're not mixing it, then you're not fixing any issues. You're making things more difficult and easier for the defense to eventually create some sort of plan or scheme to stop you. So that's not the coach. That's not the and money. I understand that, but the thing is, Kubiak, but he don't have or Raheem doesn't have a connection to Kubiak. He has a connection to the Shanahans. And
mm.
Shanahan and Kubiak, those guys have different. They don't run the same type of running scheme and passing schemes.
They don't come from the same tree.
Yeah, they don't come from the same tree. Kubiak
Kubiak.
was just an assistant. He was just Mike Shanahan's assistant, but they run similar scheme as far as the outside zone running scheme they do, but the passing
Mhm.
concept for Kubiak and Shanahan are completely different. Which is why I'm saying, like, all right, so why would you hire a guy that doesn't run the same type of passing schemes from what you allegedly run? Because if you look at the Rams and the Vikings and the Rams, yeah, the Rams and the Vikings, they ran similar passing scheme, but you promoted a guy that doesn't run those same
Mhm.
passing schemes and TJ Yates to be your wide receiver coach. So a lot of these moves just don't make sense.
Right. And like you said, if you pay attention to these radio personalities and how they're speaking about Michael Penix and saying Michael Penix is not the guy and and,
Mm-hmm.
and all that stuff. This might be a wild theory that I have, but I think Terry Fontenot will get fired before Raheem Morris.
I was thinking that I was thinking the same thing. That just seemed like
Because it's going to be set up that way. Think about it like this: where the hell Troy Anderson been at? No, we don't even know. Like you said, we don't know if this dude is alive.
yeah, we haven't even seen this guy. We haven't seen or heard from this guy. Braylon Trice, they say he was well, we'll see what happens with Braylon Trice. We
Mhm.
don't have any update on him. It's like How you don't have any update? You the head coach on any of these guys,
Mm-hmm.
and these guys are on the 50. These guys was on the 53. They made the roster.
Mm-hmm. But like you said, nobody even got an update to see if they was even alive or okay or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because the main thing that people brought up Troy Anderson, because that, like you said, now they put in the thing where the we should have gotten the Kobe Dean thing. So,
Yeah.
but I think it just said I think they sent Terry to get fired before Raheem Morris, and I think and you might throw up when I say this. Do not be surprised if Raheem Morris is here another 3 years.
No, it'll make sense though. It'll make sense because Terry is going out of his way to try to
Mm-hmm.
manipulate things to in his favor. Look,
Mm-hmm.
the guy that he brought in is what? The quarterback he brought in is obviously Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that they drafted was Michael Penix.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
the way
you all
things is going,
you already have a conflict of interest right there.
mm-hmm. These are the look. These are talking points, y'all. Don't take this to heart. We're talking about
Mm-hmm.
these are talking points. Okay, y'all about to flip y'all fucking. These are
like
talking
I
points.
like I said beforehand. I said theory.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key word, theory.
We don't know what Mister Blank is thinking, but we're saying based on the evidence that we've seen, it just seems like none of the guys, the Hillums, um, Trice, you got Taquan Graham was another one of those guys that had like he's been released.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like it's so many guys on this roster. We just haven't Troy Anderson. Like we haven't seen any of these guys. Clark Phillips, like all these guys, we don't know nothing about these guys. If they hurt, what's going on? They not picking up the system, like nothing.
We got a bunch of practice squad guys, and we're sitting here bringing in niggas off the street.
Mm-hmm. And they get time, they get playing time before these motherfuckers off the street do. If that don't sound suspicious to y'all, I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. We drafted guys, and the guys that we drafted ain't they on the roster, but we don't even know. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on with these guys. Are you going through a mental breakdown? I mean, it's nothing. We don't hear anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Gemini said Malone is on IR.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
everybody else.
Right.
There has been no update on any of these guys. So that's the thing for me.
Mm. But but like I said, whatever this thing with, like I said, with Jesse Bates talking about, he's going to have to talk to Penix a lot more, and he don't need to be trying to go through his sorrows by himself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is very that is a very odd comment right there in itself.
It's odd as hell for him to be saying that. It just seems like some sort of manipulation or some sort of neglect.
Mm, right.
And let's stop this old Arthur Blank is an old motherfucker who can't think. Like, shut up. Some of you motherfuckers are young and you still can't use your brain. So his age ain't got shit to do with it. Ain't got a damn thing to do with that. You got people that's 30, 40 years old and still stupid. So age ain't got nothing to do with this at all.
Mm,
Some people are patient, more patient than others. I mean, I know this to be true because guess what? The guy in Pittsburgh, he's had what so many damn 8-8 seasons, and he's
Mm-hmm.
still there as a head coach. What
Right.
17, 18 years, almost 20 years. So it ain't got nothing to do with age. It's just other franchises are more patient than others.
Right. But the ones that are patient are the ones that already has an establishment. They already have a system. That's our biggest problem. We don't have a system.
You don't stick with anything. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. You can't. See, the thing is, why you lose is you don't have an established system in place.
You got one of the best running back duos in the NFL, and we dead last in play action attempts.
But
We're s- we're
you trying to sell me on the idea that you know what you're doing.
we're
That
sitting
don't
here
make sense.
running tight end bubble screens on 4th and 7. We sit here wait this past game wait till the fourth quarter to finally run another crossing route.
The plays that we saw all year, Drake run, Mooney run, Kyle run. It's the first time we've seen it that much in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw Kurt Warner say he did a breakdown and all he saw was a bunch of curl and hook routes.
Sound like Dirk Cutter to me.
That's exactly what it is. So Kurt Warner is even saying like these passing concepts just don't make sense, conducive to what Mike Penix likes to do. And this is the theory of sabotage that I like. I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, you don't care what happens to Mike Penix. You're just trying to prove that your system and your scheme works. And he don't care who goes down. And anybody that gets in his way, they got to go. So it's gonna be real interesting, Kill, what happens in this next game as far as the game plan is concerned. Because if they come out running the ball, they're gonna tell me everything I need to know.
Oh yeah, and I do have one more quote that I wanted to kind of break down too. Jeff Ober said some dumbass shit too.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
He said this week we had some of the greatest walkthroughs, the greatest practices, the greatest film sessions that we've had since I've been here. Huh? Do I need to repeat that one more time, Mike?
Yes, please. Good God Almighty.
Per Jeff Ober, the best we've had, the best walkthroughs, film study, practices all week.
So why do you think that's a problem? Why is that quote is a problem to you?
The quote is the last part when he said, "Since I've been here." And the thing is why we had to wait until we got a whole bunch of damn drama to say some stupid shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, man. The problem is this team is falling below expectations, and a lot of people are starting to feel it. They feeling it from the fans. They're feeling it from the media. They're feeling it from some of the sportscasters, and they trying to find something to chill everybody the hell out. But here's the
So,
thing:
oh,
you got, like you said, you got to win. You got to win football games.
hmm I got a question, Kip. So,
What's up?
with that statement you said, so do you think he's purposely trying to create division within the organization so he can try to showcase his skills? Because it seems like ever since he's been here this year, it's always been drama from the very beginning. And I personally think that he's trying to do that, but the thing is, it's not working. The things that he's doing or trying to do to showcase his skill set, it's all
Mhm.
fail. So you think he's purposely trying to create havoc within
Right,
the organization and with the players?
right. Now, now I'm on a wait and see on that one. I'm on a wait and see. I don't like I said. I have no clue. But like I said, man, I just got my popcorn ready because this. But
So
like I
my
said, he never really spent. Like I said, I'm just looking at that word since I've been here. I'm looking at that phrase since
Mhm.
I've been here.
And
That's the only
that statement is the
that's the
problem.
only thing that stands out to me is since I've been here.
Hmm
Now, if you just said that you just had a good walkthrough and all that stuff and left it at that, I don't think that would bother anybody too much. But you said since I've been here.
Oh, so with that word, do you think in his mind subconsciously he's saying that Raheem isn't doing everything he could to make this situation better?
It's a possibility, man. Like I said,
That's an interesting word.
like I said, that's an interesting choice of word.
Hmm
Yeah, I know people looking at me talking about I'm nitpicking words and stuff like that, but that's the thing. A
Let's
lot
put
of
a
time,
nitpicking.
true. But the thing about it is, a lot of time, true meanings of actions can come from the smallest thing. That's why they say words are powerful.
Hmm
Uh, Not Reggie, I do drink, but like I said, I'm not finna go belligerent. I don't go belligerent. But like I said, at the end of the day, all this shit can be solved by them winning football games. At the end of the day, you win football games, you get people off your back. You win football games, you win all three phases of the game. Special teams look like shit last week too,
hmm
but you win and you go on a run here, then people will back off. But if we continue to slide, all it's going to do is force people to ask more questions. And asking more questions is not going to be good for anybody right now. Like you said, Jeff Obrecht could be setting himself apart. It will not regress. This is an oil running machine. Yeah. And like you said, that's why the defense ain't really getting a lot of flat because they're doing what this. The only thing that I got against Jeff Obert right now is JD Bertrand and man coverage with the game on the line. That's it
Yeah, yeah.
right
Oh,
now.
oh, mm-mm.
But other than that, like I said, other than that, defense has been real solid.
Mm-hmm.
We get into the quarterback. We create turnovers. But like you said, now it's time for the offense. The offense has to get consistent now. The special teams has to get consistent now. Like you said, this whole coaching staff is putting their backs against the wall here. There's only one way to go. You either gonna go up or you just gonna wither away.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, you got the Panthers, you got the Jets, the Saints. No, no. Yeah. The Saints and then Seahawks. You got two division games coming up here. Can't afford to go 0-3 in the division. So you ain't got no choice but to win those games. You can't afford to lose more than one game the rest of the stretch. But I'm telling you, if I'm looking at it from a simplistic thing, I think everybody gonna get goddamn fired if they don't make the playoffs. That's what may happen. That could also happen too.
I mean, he's already said it. He's already said that he had a conversation with Terry and Raheem in the offseason about not making the playoffs. So this man
Mhm.
wants to make the playoffs. All right, he's going to have to do a hell of a job selling Mr. Blank on Stan because yes, he does listen to his board when it comes down to hiring
Mhm.
and important decisions, but like when it comes down to like not getting to the root of the issue, not getting the results, like I don't think he's look. I don't think that man. Look, when you get older, you get more and more impatient.
Mhm.
You get older, you get more and more impatient. I'm not buying this. Yeah, he's brainwashing Mr. Blank. I don't believe that. Look, man, if you ran into a guy that got money, a rich person, these rich people are some of the look, you can't tell them nothing. Stop drinking. Who the hell you talking to? Rich man that stop drinking? You telling a rich man not to buy a Lamborghini? You telling a rich man not to buy this and not to do that? Like, no. These people, that man know exactly what he want and what. Look at Jerry Jones right now. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell that man nothing. So I'm not buying this guy, Mr. Blank. I just think Mr. Blank just got a heart of gold. He loves the people around him, and at times that can be, at times that kind of be, I don't say misinterpreted. I mean, it can be misinterpreted.
Right. But at the end of the day, and we about to get up on out of here. I need to go ahead and take my damn medicine. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, the Falcons are not in a do or die situation. They're in a you have no damn choice situation now. So you better get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Or this soap opera drama about to get real nasty.
Yes.
Welcome to all my Atlanta Falcons. Until the next time, people, we're here to play.
No.
We're here to stay.
Oh yeah, dig it.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get the hell out of here. Oh yeah.
Be out here.